Hi friends, for this project we're going to be using a juice bottle and plastic flowers. Our bottle is nice and ready. I wasn't planning on putting anything inside, but I'm actually thinking that some nice clear Christmas lights would be perfect. So I'm gonna trace a semicircle and cut an opening through it. So this will help to push in all the lights on the inside of the bottle, since I'm using corded lights. So that's a nice cut right there. So now we're gonna get our small flowers ready. Those are gonna be at the base of the bottle, all around it. They should look nice and pretty. I'm gonna include also the leaves. So I'm just getting everything ready, and then I'll put them aside. Now let's cut our sunflowers. I'm going to cut very close to the bottom of the flower so that it goes around the neck of the bottle. So let's apply some hot glue. Just please be careful with it. And we'll put some pressure on the neck. It didn't stay on because since I cut it very close to the base of the flower, it came apart, but that's okay. We'll just glue some extra glue and a little bit of pressure, and it should keep it still. So we'll cut about 4 flowers. So we're gonna go all around it. See, this one came apart too, so let's just glue them separately. They look so pretty. I love the colors. Okay, and this is our last flower. There we go. And we'll apply some pressure. It's a round crevice, so we just have to make sure that we push the flowers in so the glue stays on. That looks so pretty already. Okay, so now our small flowers are going to go all around our bottle. And this one's a little tricky because the stems are very thin, so just be careful. And you can use a little stick or anything that will keep your fingers a little safer. And that should look pretty right around there. The flowers look so cute and they match. They go perfectly with the sunflowers. Okay, all around to the bottom. And my stem is too long. I'm gonna have to do something about it. But let's see if we can use most of it. I just cut it blindly. I didn't really measure it before cutting it, but that's okay. So it's looking good already. And let's get rid of this extra stem at the bottom of it. And I'll just pull it off. There's a little junction right there. So I'm just gonna pull it off a bit. There we go. And now I'm gonna finish gluing the end of this stem. And I gotta bring my leaves back. That looks good. A little bit more glue because I don't really want the flowers flopping around. That should be good. It looks pretty. It's already looking pretty. A little bit more glue. And glue, when you're using glue, it kind of gets a little messy. It looks like spider webs. So you'll just have to, clean it up a bit when you're done. I use tweezers. It's much easier because they're little threads. It really looks so much like a spider web. Okay, so our leaves are gonna go on the bottom. And I'm going to be doing the same thing all around it. There we go. So just play with it and see how you like it, how busy you like it. To me, this looks just fine. Now I'm gonna be using extra extra leaves, because I do have some empty spaces. So I kind of wanna fill them up a bit. And we're gonna cut off our leaves because it comes all in one piece, pretty much. Now we're gonna glue them. And let's just close up some of these big openings. I want the light shining through, but I really don't want them to be too visible. A few more leaves all around. That should look fine. Perfect. A little more glue because again, I don't want things to be flopping all around. And that looks great. I really like it. So I found me this pretty ribbon on sale, on clearance, and this is going to be perfect for the bottom of our bottle. It matches the colors too, and it's a nice glittery ribbon, so it should be just fine. So I want to cover everything that may look messy, and this should work. This pretty ribbon should do the trick. So I'm gonna go all around, and there we go. That's looking great already. And I also want to make sure to put a little piece on top of the opening, since I have some flying leaves right there. And we'll shape it so it looks nicer, somewhat cleaner, like that. Okay. So let's glue it now. It's a tiny piece, so it may be a little tough to work with, but that looks much better. There we go. Doesn't it look nice? I love it. It looks so pretty already. Okay, so now I got this piece of stem, leftover stem from some of the flowers that I was just using, and I want to curve to both ends because I want to make an S hook, and you'll see why. So I'm going to insert my lights, and I want to make sure that my lights are being suspended. I don't want them all at the bottom of my bottle. I want some towards the top. So that should hold them in place. Okay, so here are my lights. I got these at the dollar store. And I just need a small pack. A 20 light pack should be more than enough. It's a small bottle, so this should work perfectly. So let's insert these in the opening that I perforated on this bottle. Let's get all of them inside. And I decided to get clear lights because I think it's just gonna be so much better with the flowers that I chose. So using the S hook, I'm going to bring some of the wiring towards me. I was hoping to get maybe like half of the lights in the hook, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as there's some of them hanging, that should be fine. And let's tighten up the hook a little bit because I want the lights to stay there. So let's push it back in. And now this is going to stay at the edge of the bottle. So if one of the lights burns out, or if you decide to use different lights, like color lights or whatnot, then it'll be easy for you to actually pull them through. So for the top, I'm going to be using a different color sunflower. And this yellow matches the small flowers perfectly. So let's see, I think that I want to get maybe like 2 or 3, and I want to leave some of the stem on these flowers because I want to make sure that they are going to sit in place. That should be good. They won't be moving around or falling off easily, so that should do the trick. It looks pretty with one, but I think I want a little bit more. Now you can see it better. I mean, it's up to you, but I think I want to get maybe like 2 more. Create a little bouquet up there. See, that looks much better. Okay, so let's add a third one. Oh yeah, I like how that looks. Yeah, definitely much better. A lot fuller. Okay, so once you're happy with it, let's create that little bouquet. Let's keep it together. And I'm just going to use a piece of tape. It doesn't really matter what color or what kind of tape, as long as it holds them together. And I don't want to use glue, hot glue on these flowers. I don't want to glue them in place because if later on I decide to change the top of my bottle, then I can do it easily. you can just take them off and get another set of flowers up there. And guess what, guys? We're done. Our project is finished. Doesn't look pretty? Just wait until the lights are off. So let's turn everything off so you can actually appreciate it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope you try it. And have fun. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.